grandparents, well-wishers, teaching and non-teaching staff. On behalf of whole team of Sri Little Angel School, I have a great pleasure on this wonderful afternoon in welcoming you all. In today's celebration, our main attraction are our students. The journey with the students so far has been very exciting, and faculty has always put their best efforts to guide and help in showcasing the hidden qualities of each and every student. It is very important to enhance the confidence levels of the students so that they are confidently coming onto the stage, socializing with others, linguistic and other skills are developed from an early stage. Children are our tomorrow's future. Bright faces that I see today, evincing their talents, will be the citizens of tomorrow. What our children are going to be in future is what we make of them today. The talents they demonstrate here are the proof that they have the potentiality to be citizens of the future. Our staff of Sri Little Angel School are sincere and dedicated to handle the children with utmost love and affection and make the children feel at home so that they are comfortable in the learning environment. Now I proceed with the school agenda. Now let's have a brief glimpse of the function that marked the school calendar of this year. Personality development skills. We encouraged and trained our kids to overcome the stage fear throughout the academic year through various concepts. I am very proud to convey you about the overall development of the child, which have been fulfilled by their marvelous performances. I want to share my happiness with the great success of our science fair by all our kids, where the kids have come up with their overall development happened throughout the academic year. The models which were displayed in the science fair reflected the effort, cooperation, creativity and skillfulness of the parents, teachers and children. The result of total teamwork has come out with an astonished color. Co-curricular activities which have been like karate, gymnastics, dance, classroom games, sports and so on, which build their physical strength, confidence and concentration. Our curriculum enhance the creative, imaginative and fine motor skills of our children with various art and craft competitions like greeting card making, rakhi making, diya decoration, clay molding, best out of waste, flute making and things related to festivals. Color Day celebrations. As we all know, children are very fond of colors, and taking this an advantage, we create an interest in the child to know the importance of nutritious food and initiated them to bring snacks accordingly. We also initiated with an idea of motivating the community with a Go Green rally on Green Color Day. Festival celebrations. Talking about festival celebrations, festival gives us joy, pleasure and togetherness. We celebrated all the festivals throughout the year along with art and craft activities. The intention behind celebrating the festivals is to make the children aware about the importance of the traditions which we follow and how they impact on our lifestyle. And apart from classroom learning, we also organized field trips which gave them a practical experience of their learning. So I would like to thank all my parents who have given an inspiring cooperation and supported us in each step we took till now. The effort of grooming the child has been possible with all your unremarkable support. At the end, I would like to say that we have grown stronger and wiser, which has become a continuous process, making ourselves the sculptures to carve our children to become independent individuals. A warm welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Ms. M. Prashanti Garu, IAS, Additional Secretary to Environment and Forest Science and Technology Department, Telangana Government. I also feel humble to welcome our chairman, sir, Mr. Nageshwar Garu, retired IAS, who has shown keen interest in an educative process. I request everyone to give them a big round of applause.
Good evening to all dignitaries and guests. With a great joy, I am Suryan Shah of Grade 4, head boy of this school. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all presented here for Annual Day celebration. Now I invite our chairman, sir, Mr. Nageshwar Rao Garu, to please come on to the stage. He shows us keen interest in educative process. I request everyone to give a big round of applause. We feel honored to have with us the Honorable Director, Sir, Mr. Sriman Narayana Garu. Sir, you have made all of us proud of your distinguished work in numerous capacities. I request everyone to give a big round of applause. It's great honor for me to introduce our chief guest, Srimati M. Prashanti, IAS, Additional Secretary to Environment and Forest, Science and Technology Department, Telangana Government. I request everyone to give a big round of applause. Now I cordially invite Ms. Shrivani Madam, the principal of our school, to occupy her honorable chair on the stage. She is the woman of distance virgin and a fountainhead of illuminating ideas on idol of knowledge. I request everyone to give a big round of applause. Good morning to all dignitaries. I am Leena from grade 4, head girl of this school. Now let us begin this wonderful afternoon with traditional lamp lighting ceremony as a tribute to Ma Saraswati. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity as sunlight expels the darkness of might. We pray for our blessings to all humanity. Give us wisdom to make this world better place to live. May the darkness of ignorance be swept away. Now I invite our honorable chief guest and admirable chairman sir, director sir and principal ma'am for lamp lighting.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश मतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य तिष्ठेत् गृहे दीपः तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Thank you to all the dignitaries. Now I call upon Inara from grade 1 for welcome speech.
Greetings to one and all present here. I'm extremely privileged to have this opportunity to address you all at this important moment for celebrating our annual day today. A very good afternoon to one and all. Today is the most important day in our school. Yes, it is annual day and the time to wrap up that all we have done in this year. We are so happy to welcome you all for the annual day celebrations of Sri Little Angel School. Let us take time to pause to turn around the faithful year by calling the achievements. Today is the big day to think how far we have come and how far we have to go. Along with struggles and dreams, there is much more to thrive and much more to show. Let's rejoice the majestic journey. Let's raise a toast to make it even better. Let us take a vow. Our school a hub of all the activities which can help us physically and mentally. Here are two disciplines to our parents that we children can give our best when the best time molds us. I am Inara Ram from class 1 on behalf of Sri Little Angel School. Much obliged to welcome you all on this day. I request you all to bestow me with all the dedicated prayers to welcome our highly honorable chairman sir, Mr. Nagesh Rao Garu, retired IAS officer. We are really fortunate to have with you, sir. I welcome you, sir, in these humble words to this most prestigious program. I delighted to welcome our director, sir, Mr. N. Sriman Narayana Garu, who is behind all the glow, all the light, all the moments. It is said so very correctly. There is no other, just like the mother, the nurture, the care, the nourishment, loving and lovable to us, and shouldering of all the responsibilities to help in the growth of the institution. The above words describe none other than our principal, Mrs. Srivani Garu. With a thankful heart, I welcome you, dear madam. It's my immense pleasure to welcome our chief guests, Miss Prashanti Garu, IAS Joint Secretary, Forest Department of our Telangana government. We are really fortunate to have with you, ma'am. Now I welcome my dear parents. Without your efforts, we would have never achieved that we did in the past years. Parents now enjoy with us these moments of fun, frolic, laughter together with children and teachers. We take this opportunity to honor and welcome our teachers who are sincere and always dedicated to handle the children with utmost love and affection and make the children feel like home so that we are comfortable in the learning environment. Behind this all, we would like to welcome our non-teaching staff for their continuously cooperative support. This dais will witness the entertaining and wonderful performance of our little angels. Little angels, they are going to rock the stage. They are going to rock the stage and mesmerize you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Inara. I request our chairman, sir, to engrace us with his thoughts.
Good afternoon to all. Respected Chief Guest, Madam Prashanti Garu, the management, the staff, the parents, the grandparents, and lovely children, child students. Though it is afternoon, today we have pleasant afternoon because we have a good chief guest. I would like to introduce, if any has patience to write down, her biodata becomes a good book. And if any has patience to listen, patience to say, it will be an unending flow of river, her biodata. So I don't like to bother you with all this, but in brief, very brief, I will give few highlight points of her biodata. She had schooling at Calcutta and graduation degree at Begumpeta St. Francis College and post-graduation in political science, MA at Central University, and also had a MPhil in international relations. But the thing is, at every stage, school, college or university stage, she has got so many, at every level, so many gold medals. It reminds me, we had in our school days a lesson called Maidas and Golden Touch. Likewise, we today have a golden chief guest. After completing PG, she joined government service and she worked for a long time in social welfare department, helping the poorer sections of the society, SCs, STs, BCs, and other likewise communities. Later, she got into IAS in 2009 and she was Joint Collector Hyderabad District and Collector Nirmal District, which was part of earlier erstwhile Hyderabad District. And she was MD Women Finance Corporation. She was MD Telangana Foods, and she was Director Disabled Welfare. In the recent times, she worked in Medical and Health Department and in Ayush also, and she is now with Environment and Forest Departments. This is a brief biodata. Wherever she worked, she made a mark. In Ayush, the Nature Cure Hospital was brought to the level of international standards. And in Social Welfare Department, especially for the very poor students, for scholarships, she made a e-pass portal like that. So wherever she worked, she has contributed for the welfare of the clients of those respective departments. Now today we are having a chief guest like this, and I am sure with her golden experience, we'll listen to the golden speech of the chief guest. After she speaks, I will share one or two of my thoughts in a very humble way. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our chief guest, Ms. M. Prashanti ma'am, to speak few lines.
At the outset, I'd like to congratulate the management of Little Angel School, who have done such a wonderful job of celebrating their annual day here. It's such a beautiful, and they've done it in such a grand manner. I congratulate you. And sir, I would like to offer my congratulations especially to Sri Nageshwar Rao, who was formerly my boss. I worked under him in Social Welfare Department. So I am really happy that he has remembered me and invited me today as a chief guest. And of course, the management, the principal, the director, the teachers, the parents who are here, and last but not the least, the beautiful, cute, sweet, intelligent students of this school. I am really grateful to all of you, and congratulations on your annual day. It's really a pleasure being here amongst all the small students, because we have a very boring and drab job in government. So when you come to a school and see all young children, it really livens us up. So it's a wonderful afternoon here today. I'm happy to be with you all. Actually, today is a very busy day in government, but I remembered that sir is invited and somehow I should come, so I have made it to this function. And really, Sir Nageshwar sir has a lot of wisdom and wise words to share with you. And let me see what I can say, what few words I can say as a message to some of the students, especially parents who are here. I think all of you are aware that we are today in a very, very, very fast changing world. What today is not relevant tomorrow. That's the way things are changing every day. Because what we have studied as children is totally different now. So similarly, I think all of us have to be ready to cope with the changes that are coming up. For instance, I don't know whether you teach in this school, there used to be cursive writing, handwriting, books and books of handwriting we keep writing. But is that really required in today's environment? Have we given thought to it? I'm sure you also have handwriting classes. But what do we use writing for today? All of us, I think those who are in jobs and who are in software jobs and those in government also, we also traditionally we used to have files where we used to write, but now none of us are writing. We are typing things out. Aren't we not? We use the phone, send messages, we are sending everything in print. So hardly writing is hardly of any use. So these are small things that I'm asking to question ourselves. Then we used to have traditional history, geography, civics and all classes. We used to remember dates. When was the Battle of Panipat fought? We used to mark the date for our exams. But today, even the most complex question, if I ask you, all of us, any of us can tell it in a few seconds or not. Right or wrong? You can, no? We have the great Google, we have all the web services. So more important than knowledge today, there are a few different things. In fact, when we were younger, values, human values were also taught in school. But later over the years, ఈ values మనం మర్చిపోయాం. ఎవరు valuesని ఇప్పుడు ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇవ్వట్లేదు. So, but today is again a day where we require values. You may be aware that now artificial intelligence is the latest game changer. In fact, today I was reading an article where they are saying that artificial intelligence may replace doctors. In fact, it is going to precisely assess what we require in our body, or even lawyers. That artificial intelligence will tell you exactly what cases were fought, what has to be spoken for that case to be won. So, where knowledge is now available and artificial intelligence is there to assess the knowledge, what are human beings needed for? Human beings are needed for that compassionate factor in what we do, what we say, because this is going to precisely, with precision, it will work out, the artificial intelligence. But the human factor only the human being can give, where the compassion, the kindness, or when somebody has done a wrong, but he may have done a wrong for some reason. That reason cannot be assessed by the artificial intelligence, but we can know. Maybe he had a bad day in office, he had a bad day at family, his close family member passed away. That could be a reason why such a decision was passed. All these factors are not taken into account. So once again, values are of importance, where we require things. And today we know that, everything is available. Whatever food you want, you can order on Swiggy, it comes home. Whatever kind of material you want, you get in internet. Whatever you want to see, hundreds of movies people are seeing over the year. But somewhere we need to have moderation. Like we used to talk of balanced diet when we were younger. We used to talk about a balanced diet. In the carbohydrates thinali, fats thinali, you should balance your diet so that you are healthy. Similarly, you need a balanced diet in all phases, in all spheres of your life now. Moderation in watching TV, moderation in talking to on mobile phones, moderation in exercise, moderation in your study. So there has to be a balance in all spheres of life. This is what I appeal to parents now. Don't put pressure on your child only for studying and, just getting some marks and all. That is not important in today's world. Values are also important. Tomorrow, if he's always coming first in class and he goes to US or he goes to some other place where he has come maybe 10th or maybe he has not passed, he is not ready to cope with that. Suddenly he becomes depressed. So let us teach our children to even cope with failure. Nothing wrong in failure. Failure is another step in life. Let us teach them. If they don't get good marks, nothing wrong in it. They have to learn. In fact, it's a good thing. They will learn to cope. How to come, last in class or second in class sometimes. Maybe in some areas they may not be good. One person who's very good at sports may not be good at maths. Someone who's good at maths may not be good at drawing. So that kind of balancing is required. So let us not put pressure on our children all the time to do this, do that and all. So it's a balanced society. Let's all teach our children to be balanced in life, to be moderate and to be ready for any kind of change that is coming up. In fact, the change in the next few years, especially with artificial intelligence, is going to be galloping changes. So even at the level of teaching, there is of course something like syllabus. Syllabus has to be changed by our government. So government ఏదైనా కూడా చేయాలంటే అది నెలలు సంవత్సరాల తరపున పడుతుంది. మీ అందరికీ తెలిసిన విషయాలే. So when the government comes in, syllabus will change slowly. But as schools, like this school is a small autonomous school, unless you are in 10th and all, you don't have to stick so much to things like syllabus, and you may not have so many restrictions, but you have the freedom to exercise what is happening in the world and bring a few more things. You can add a class where you teach values to them. You can teach them how to eat in moderation, teach them how to go out and treat others in life, how to show compassion to a poor child. Sir was telling us that I worked in social welfare. That is right. I worked in a department where we used to run government hostels. So in government hostels, you have the poorest of the poor children. So that some children in the government hostels, they used to even look out for a small eraser. ఒక్క ఇరేజర్ ఇస్తే మనం అది 2 సంవత్సరాలు దాచుకుని చిన్న ముక్క అయ్యాక కూడా దాన్ని అదే వాడుకుంటూ జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండేవారు. నేను మా ఇంటికి రాగానే మా ఇంట్లో మా పిల్లలు, ఐ హ్యావ్ 2 daughters, దే యూస్ టు గో ఆన్ లూజింగ్ దేర్ ఇరేజర్స్. రోజుకు 2 కొనమని చెప్పేవారు. సో ఐ యూస్ టు టెల్ దెమ్, లుక్ ఎట్ ద వే దీస్ చిల్డ్రన్ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ దెమ్. So our children should have exposure to, all the other parts of society also. Take them once as an excursion, not only to the zoo, but also to a social welfare hostel or some slum, and where they can do some kind of work for a day, not because that is needed. It is needed for the development of the brain of the child. We have to expose them to what is available, what is there around them. So these are the small things that I thought I should, as a government officer, try to tell you what is happening in society. It's not all about good academics. It's not all about just one thing speciality. You have to be little and moderate about everything, ready for everything. I think you should all start teaching your boys how to cook. The young boys, girls, anyway they learn, but the gender sensitization is required, and this can happen only at the level of school children, and that too at the level of kindergarten. For parents have to do that, because tomorrow, I think in the next 10-20 years, you're not going to have any housemaids here like you have in the US. No one is going to come and do your dishes. No one is going to come and cook. Everyone has the maid who works for me. Both our children are going to the US tomorrow. So do we have any next 3rd generation who will come and cook for us? So let us be self-sufficient. Let us learn. Nothing wrong in teaching our children at home to do some, daily chores in the house. So these are small things that I would like to tell all of you, because I have today access to so many parents here from school. And so once more, I'd like to thank all of you for inviting me here. And congratulations again, and all the best, good wishes to this school. I think year by year, they're raising the classes for enrollment. So they started off in a small way, just with preschool, and now they have come up to 7th. So I think soon they will go up to 10th. And definitely, if Sir is there behind you, the school will surely reach higher standards with many more admissions, and they will do well. So at the end, I'll just say one more thing. I would like all the children here to be like sunflowers. Why do I say sunflowers? Sunflowers turn toward the sun. And do you know, I was just reading up, when the sun is not there, when it rains, do you know where the sunflower turns? Does anybody know? వర్షం వచ్చిందనుకో 4-5 రోజులు, there is only cloud. It's a cloudy sky above. So where does the sunflower turn to? I'm told the sunflowers turn to each other. They give energy to each other. So that's the grand thing. And the sunflower is such a sunny, beautiful bird, full of life. So let's all try to be like sunflowers. Thank you again.
Thank you, ma'am, for those valuable words. Now let us felicitate our chief guest. Now I request Vani ma'am to felicitate our chief guest.
Sugar Crush.
So I would like to start again because chief guest is kind enough that she would stay back till I say my few words. You don't want what you are saying? Would you like to hear or you don't want? Huh? I am unable to understand. Anyway, let us not waste our time in. So far, you have heard the golden speech of the chief guest. But now, at least, I will try to make an attempt to make a silver speech at least. Now, with the changing times, when we were students, our teachers taught fundamentals. In the fundamentals, every student, for that matter, every person, must know 3 R's. What are these 3 R's? Reading, writing, and arithmetic. Arithmetic won't start with R, but we have to pronounce it as arithmetic. So in that way, these 3 R's. Reading is good. తెలుగులో ఏకసంతాగ్రహులు అంటారు. ఒకసారి వింటే చదివితే అంతా వచ్చేస్తుంది. అలా లేని వాళ్లకు రైటింగ్ ఈజ్ ఎ గుడ్ థింగ్. Teachers used to punish us with imposition. You write this lesson or poem 100 times. You write this word 500 times like this. As you write, you remember well. That is the purpose of writing. Likewise, arithmetic. That is simple mathematics. Even today in Madhya Pradesh, the tribal areas, if I give two rupee coins to him or her, and ask her or him to give 100 rupees note, because that is only single. Now we have got 50 rupees coins, 100 rupees coins also. You give 100 rupee coin, but I will give you 5 rupee coins, 5 1 rupee coins. They give it. Which means arithmetic importance. Tribal people of Chambal Valley of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, they do like this even today. Some of us claim to be intelligent. We will go and fetch money from those innocent people. But this is not the purpose of education. In our childhood days, when we play games, the parents as well as teachers at the time, they used to shout us, don't waste your time, you go and read, you go and study this Ashoka, Akbar, something like that. Now, sports has become biggest thing, not only from physical exercise point of view, but also from monetary point of view. Like when we look at P.T. Usha, Ashwini Nachappa, those are all the golden ladies, golden girls, long back when they were in limelight. So now, not only parents and also government, they made a rethinking of what they are doing. National Education Policy of 2023 and 24 says the holistic development of children. Right? Who has to do this? When we ask parents, the schools must do. When we ask schools, they must learn something at home with the parents. And people don't feel hesitant to say some of the things, some of the lessons they must learn when they are in the womb also. This is what people are saying. So my point is, in the process of development of a child or a man or a woman in life, the first socialization process is the family in which she or he living. That is the parents. Second thing is school. What is the school? Some management will be there, some teachers will be there, some physical education teacher will be there, they will teach something, dance, songs, something they teach. They will say, first grade over, second grade over, graduation is over, PG is over and all that. They throw the burden on the society by producing people like that. But school is equally or more than the socialization process. It is the parents first, second school, which makes a man, a woman, a person to be a boon to the society, a boon to the nation. I hope parents, grandparents might have at least listened. There are three important things. Once, as 16th President of USA, Abraham Lincoln, when he got admitted his son into the school, as President of USA, he wrote a letter to the teacher and headmaster of that school. Lord Chesterfield, British author, he wrote a letter to his son, he was in the hostel, how to behave as a student. Rugby Chapel, this is another book where a student, after completing his education in school, goes to high school. During vacation, he comes here and sits in the grounds under the trees where he played earlier. What are the values this school has taught me? When Abraham Lincoln wrote, this is a new environment, I am putting my son into your hands, teach him that failing is more honorable than cheating. You should teach him how to behave with his co-students, with his peers, how to obey the instructions of teachers, how to show loyalty to the education, how to not quarrel with his friends. If something is lost, if somebody shouted, try to behave with him with a lot of patience. These are the things Abraham Lincoln expected his son to be taught. Now, as an MLA, I expect or I write to the teacher, you must make him MP. You must make him an MLA and he should get a lot of majority, double, triple the majority what I got now. And ultimately, he must become PM of the country. The point is, somebody will be PM always. The seat will not be vacant. Some XYZ will become PM. But to become PM, whether you are eligible, what sort of eligibility you should be, that nobody need to say, papers need not write about good or bad about me or anybody. But you have intelligence, you have mind. You think for yourself, whether I am deserving, and if I become, what should I do? These are the things. Lord Chesterfield of British country, he wrote to his son how to read, how to study, how to speak to the teachers, how to speak to your peers. I am sure you as parents, grandparents, you are with us since the last, some of you, since the last more than 10 years. This is the 11th annual day we are now celebrating. We are extremely grateful for the trust imposed on us. We are working since the last 10 days, hand in hand, faith in faith, believing the words and making the children, I am sure the children which you have entrusted to the school will come up not only with flying colors from first to second, third, fourth, fifth. This is the function of time. As year passes, you will become class 2. 1 year pass, you will become class 3. This is the function of time. But as real parents and grandparents, you should count on the maturity of mind. What is holistic approach? Holistic education. Now the central government or national government is thinking about. Now you might have heard the name of Veeramachaneni Ramakrishna, who challenged medical doctors that he would decrease diabetes within no time. He was shouted upon, rebuked by the teachers and all doctors and all that. But otherwise he is an accountant. Today one more person by name Lashman has come. That person is a small, looks like a graduate or 10th class passed fellow. He is at his house or at his clinic, there are 25,000 patients. We are unable to get his telephone interview or telephone talking because they are busy for coming 1 week. Otherwise, he is 10th class fellow. My point is, children are there. It is not always correct. Who gets first mark in the class is a first. No doubt today he got first mark. But otherwise, give him freedom, give him free mind. And our point is parents or teachers. You should observe, closely observe to him and in which point he is excelling and which point his taste lies. The great sportsmen, the great leaders, the great doctors, the great lawyers, the great builders, the great contractors. Greatness is not the property owned by any single individual. It is spread over the entire 145 crores of Indian population. Anybody, whatever he wishes, in whatever field he likes, he can reach to the top. He can climb over to the pinnacle, thereby becoming great. Most of you, I am not saying with any hatred, but most of you may be knowing, it is international came. Modi once was selling chai. Chala? So anyway, no, we should understand what I mean. And today is the Prime Minister. Once he travelled in the train by sleeping on the floor of the cabin, floor of the compartment. At the time, never we imagined that he will become Prime Minister and he will lead the destiny of Indian 145 crores of people of India. Anyway, this is too long. That's why I always ask my people to have a separate meeting with parents and grandparents with me. But it never comes, only an annual day I will come here. Anyway, I hope not only your children, you as parents, grandparents, you will also rise up to the expectations of the national education policy. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our dignitaries to enjoy the show. Please have your seats and enjoy the show. Now I request our dignitaries to have your seats and please enjoy the show.
Namaste, Vanakkam everyone. Let's get up for a sticky beginning of the show. Within a few minutes, we are going to start our program by our cute little charming kids. To be in this auspicious and even had the come school call with the welcome song. Our nursery section kids are going to perform on welcome song. Our cute beautiful girls are gorgeous blue shining color frock and handsome boys are in super blue suits. Looking fabulous. Wow, wow. Wait. Hold on. Your excitement for the performance. Thank you.